This report now, Amazon could soon be adding a dash of artificial intelligence to the iconic Alexa. Sorry if that just turned your devices on.
Google has become the latest company to do away with diversity hiring targets under the new Trump administration.
So the Wall Street Journal reports in an email to employees, Google said it would no longer set hiring targets to improve representation in the workforce. In the company's annual report, it omitted a sentence stating the company was, quote, committed to making diversity, equity, and inclusion part of everything we do, end quote. That sentence was in its reports from 2021 through 2024.
Disney's earnings for its latest quarter topped analyst estimates, powered by surging profits for Disney+. Disney's streaming business, which also includes Hulu and ESPN+, brought in $293 million, compared with a loss of $138 million a year earlier. While Disney+ shed paid subscribers, it was offset by a recent price increase.
Amazon may introduce an AI-powered Alexa starting February 26th. The generative AI power version of the voice assistant will be able to respond to more than one request at a time, take actions on behalf of users without their direct involvement, and remember their preferences when recommending music or restaurants.